Before we start this video off, we are going to be at the Tuner Evo Anaheim show on March 15th, which is a Sunday. If you are in the Southern California area, be sure to come out. We're going to have all the cars out there, and we're going to have a pop-up shop with limited edition stuff that you can only get while we're on tour this year. Click the links down below to get all the information and get discount tickets if you want to come. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to give some love to the Mark V. Now, we just did a Mark IV speaker upgrade, and today we actually have the same treatment for the Mark V. Our friends from Babsound just stopped by and dropped off their whole entire speaker replacement kit for the Mark V. And the reason why this works so well is because they mainly specialize in BMW products. So if you guys like what you see, head down to their page down below and check out some of the products they have for the BMW world. But as you guys know, the Mark V Toyota is built entirely by BMW, which means that it uses BMW speakers, it uses the same amp, uses the same everything. So we have a complete 12 speaker replacement, including these subwoofers to go in the whole entire car. Now, what's gonna make this extremely easy is that we're just gonna be popping off panels, unplugging the stock speakers, and re-plugging in these new ones. As you can see here, they have plugins on all of them. Here's an example of the tweeters, and as you can see, they're wired nicely, and they're gonna have these same clips that the car already comes with. So there's no wiring to be done. It's literally all plug and play, which is gonna bring our stereo system up a few notches. The car comes with a JBL kit, but for those who are really into audio, you would agree off the bat that sounds kind of flat and could definitely use a big boost. So today, we're gonna give it that treatment. So we're gonna start off in the rear of the car. Cal, tell them why we're gonna start off in the rear of the car.
Always start in the back. Whole speaker box has to come out.
So we're gonna start pulling panels from here, while Calvin is pulling panels from there. That's your response?
What?
That's your like...
You stick the camera in my face.
And you just go...
I'm not doing
yeah, and you just go...
I'm not doing a damn thing.
Okay.
I'm just here for the show.
So we have two speakers right there, which are subs. We have two speakers right here, and there's one right here, but the lighting's kind of bad. So I'm gonna start pulling some panels here, and to show what all the other speakers are, we have a tweeter, we have another one right here, and then there's also another set of speakers right here behind the nav. So we're gonna go ahead and start pulling panels from everywhere.
This right here,
Mama.
you know what that stands for?
What?
Benedict Cabilling. This is
Benedict.
Benedict's car. That's his name.
Just want to give a shout out to Daniel on the Streamerinos.
Oh, I'm editing that out.
You're editing it out? Why? All right, get in there,
This whole
Teach.
panel off, the rear panel. It wasn't as bad as I think we thought it was gonna be. This box is gonna suck. I'm looking at it.
A sub a day keeps the abuse away, and it helps get a new ass for Papa Calvin.
Helps
By
get
the
you in.
way, I must say you both are looking spicy today, even though I haven't seen TJ yet.
Thank you. We don't have to take the bracket
I
out.
think you do because you can't pull that out. I think we have to back it up. You're in here. Can you look?
I'm looking. I see what you're saying. You undo those bits and pop that biznatch out.
We've removed both of the rear speakers, and they are actually kind of a mission to get through. Once you remove the hardware from the front, you go ahead and you pretty much pop these speakers out the back. And just like the Mark IV, there is a fair bit of adhesive around this. So you kind of have to push it through, and it's not very comfortable doing that. And then to get the tweeter out, there's these little baby tabs right here. And I've broken 3 out of 4 of them. They are extremely brittle. So on this one, I broke 3 out of 4. There's one left, but it's still clipped in other places, so I'm not too concerned about it. Not the most fun thing to do, but once you figure out how to do it, it becomes a lot easier. Stock speaker is out. We're gonna go ahead and toss in the new Babsound one. Wow, just off the bat, this one is about 3 times the weight. And you can actually see a fair bit more of, I mean, again, I'm not the biggest guy with audio, so I don't really know what I'm talking about, but that one looks a lot better than that one. So it's a drop-in replacement. I'm just gonna go ahead, throw this back in, bolt it up, and throw it back in the car.
So once you have both sides taken out, make sure you don't install the speakers. As you can see, it's sitting right there, because you need to remove this subwoofer enclosure. Basically, all the panels you remove are in the way. You just pull up on every corner of it. It pops out, super simple. 4 screws on each subwoofer, plug and play, we're done.
But you wanna make sure that every panel around all the corners is removed. Pretty much if any plastic panel touches that, that needs to be removed. That's the easiest little tick trip, because you kinda are left guessing, or at least we were, when it comes to if there's anything else holding it in. But we took the leap of faith, or should I say Calvin took the leap of faith and yanked on it, and it came out, so all is
And you
well.
don't have to remove it completely, because that's a lot more work. You have to take the center console out. Let's not do that.
Do you wanna slide it towards me? Oh my gosh, that is so dinky compared to this one.
Little pancake.
All right, here's the new one, you ready?
Fuck me, daddy.
Are these muchachos installing speakers?
Hand me the speaker,
I'm
dude.
trying to get a clip without them talking. There you go. Now I put the hardware back. These ones are easy. It's just a pain to get to.
Okay.
There you go. Did you plug it in? All right, as Calvin's putting back that interior, I'm moving on to the door panels right now, and I spent way too much time on this, and it was not very fun, and I'm gonna help a lot of people out there who have Supras who are gonna try this in the future, because there's no write-up that I have found or any YouTube videos about this so far. I'm sure someone has done it, but this is how you do it, because no one's shown this yet. So there are these little plates, and they sit at the bottom of there, and all it has is this little cutout right here. Now I tried for about like 20 minutes with this, say, like a plastic popper tool, trying to get it out, and it's nearly impossible. If you have a Supra and you're gonna be messing with interior pieces, you just stop the video right now, go on Amazon and order a car pick set. You will need these specific tools to do this. I don't think you'll find any other way of doing it without damaging or breaking your pieces. And same with this one. This little piece goes on the inside of this door handle. Get in there, and it's all it is a little tab, and I had to use the fish hook to like get back there and get it behind the slot and pull straight out to not break any tabs. So to do that, you will 100% need little picks, and that's it. 1, 2, a third in there, and there's actually these really weird style clips that I've never seen before right there, and it looks like, I haven't looked at it too much yet, but it looks like you need to turn them like 90 degrees and it like matches the whole side, and I think they pop out. There's 2 of them. Never seen those before, but that's what it looks like, so I'm gonna investigate that a little bit. That was only the scariest thing I've ever done. I'm gonna start disconnecting all this stuff, and then we'll get to the rear. Actually, I could actually just let this dangle here, and we could just swap out the speaker right here, and then the tweeter is right here. So this is day number 2. We are picking up where we left off. Calvin is in the back, putting back together the whole entire interior. Now that we have that door done, I'm gonna go ahead and start this door. Already removed both the panels, exposing the hardware, and all we gotta do is to start ripping this thing apart. Once the door card is off, this speaker is extremely difficult to do. In the rears, where I kind of like, they kind of broke a little bit, and I just double sticky taped them, went back into their socket. This one, you're gonna be standing right next to, or you're gonna be sitting right next to it, so you really wanna do a careful job at making sure this doesn't break. Calv, can you give a slight narrative of how you figured out how to get this out?
The way that this mechanism works is this tab right here pushes on this tab that hooks downward, and what we have to do is we have to push in here while TJ pulls out there, pull up here. Just a messy way to get this in. It holds it in. You won't get vibrations when you're listening to music.
Which I guess that's why it's so gnarly, but this is really frustrating to do.
But you can get it out with a couple pick tools and a couple dudes. Couple dudes sitting arm's length away because they're not gay.
Now we got our replacement. And once that's in there, it is in there. We're just gonna wire this back down. I'm gonna reuse the tape that was already there, and we will move on. What's nice is that if you're careful enough, you can peel up this tape and reuse it with this new wiring, and everything is still super sticky. Just kind of helps keep it a little bit more wire managed. Out with the old, in with the new. All right, so every speaker in this puppy has been replaced. So Calvin and I are gonna do a little sound test here. Now, it's always very difficult to do a sound test without you guys actually being here, because obviously the sound through the stereo mic doesn't pick up what it actually is. But Calvin and I have had our cars for months now. We know generally what it sounds like. We've been told there's a pretty big difference when putting in these new speakers. So without further ado, we're gonna hop inside the car. We're gonna play some non-copyrighted music for you guys, and you're gonna get an authentic reaction. We're gonna do our best to kind of portray how it sounds compared to what it was stock.
Gotta love the super quiet.
It's nice and quiet in here. All right, so I'm gonna put on some non-copyrighted music because
we can't get copywritten struck, baby.
we can't get in trouble like that.
Not like this. Not like this.
This will be our authentic reaction.
Okay, yeah.
We've done videos like this in the past, so I already told them.
Yeah.
We'll give our best to just be an authentic.
Okay. I'll close my eyes. That's what I do.
I feel like I have to turn the volume up a little bit more to get a little bit louder with the stock speakers. Didn't have to jack them up that high. Oh, I remember.
Oh, it's definitely super punchy.
One, that bass is a lot louder. I remember in the Mark IV video, we did this song and I didn't like it because it was too like, this song sucks. It like really makes the audio sound different. Got some lo-fi. I don't know if this one.
No, it's more punchy and lower. The woofers are definitely lower.
gonna go to, the bass is really deep right now. Maybe a little bit too much.
Yeah, we could lower that.
Yeah, you wanna start messing with it?
I don't remember how to do it. I don't have a Supra, I remember.
Oh, we had our bass jacked all the way up. So that's why it was so like aggressive.
Something that I noticed, the highs are not ear piercing anymore.
The highs are like really clean and pure.
Yeah, like before it would really hurt your ears when high notes come on. But I think it's a better rounded sound. I need one.
Sounds good.
Sounds really good.
One thing that I'm able to pick up on from the little that I do know about audio stuff and audio language and whatnot is the car to me feels like it has more of like a punch all around. I think normally when we had the bass on the old speakers, you feel the bass with the bass speakers, but now I can feel more of like a bass throughout all of the car, if that makes sense. I don't really know the best way to describe it, but it's definitely clearer, and there's more of like a like a little more punch all around.
Yeah, and also this is without an amp too. Yeah,
Bav Sound said they're working on an amp to even further enhance the audio.
Elevate.
Again, I don't know the right language, so forgive me on that.
But it's like, it's really nice because it sounds rounded, right? It sounds rounded like, I don't remember if I said this earlier, but the stock speakers, it sounds like it's coming like, the speakers just don't sound like they're coming from around you. Like, I'm super audiophile. I have like all this equipment for audio and money. I love it.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw on some normal music that we can listen to because we can compare that a lot better, but I can't include that in the video. But super hyped, super impressed. I realized that I forgot to film an ending clip to that video, so I apologize. Right now we're in the truck and I'm editing this video. So I just want to say thank you, Bav Sound, for sending out the stuff. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna link all the stuff down below, so if you're interested, check it out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. And if you made it this far, I think we're getting the C8 this weekend.